My name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today I'm going to be testing out something I did not need. This is one of the mini ABH Norvina palettes. That's so cute. Don't judge me or judge me, either way. I got it for $5, really less. I got it for $4.50. It was on sale for $14.50 and I had a $10 gift card through Shopkick and I wanted to try it out. So here it is. It's very cute. Check it out. The colors are different than what I expected. This here I thought was going to be a dark purple plum, and right now in the camera it looks more like a muted magenta, but out here it's like a Barney purple. A Barney purple, I guess, with a little bit of magenta. This is also lighter. I thought this was going to be a deeper brown, and it's more of a medium to dark brown. I primed this eye, not this eye, so we'll see what it does. I'm hoping that this does well, because, I don't know, the ABH eyeshadows are hit and miss. The mattes in the Riviera palette I could not blend to save my life, and I mean, I heard bad things about the Subculture palette, and I remember when I swatched it in store, like, it wouldn't even blend out on my hand, so I didn't pick that up. But I heard good things about this, and I wanted to have some greens and purples, or greens, yellow, and one purple, from Anastasia Beverly Hills, mattes anyway. And of course this one right here is so pretty. Yeah, we already know that I would prefer more shimmers in here, but... So first I'm taking this yellow shade. It's called A1, because on the back they only have letters and numbers, like a grid. And this is, I still don't know what this is. It's either from Buxom or Betty Boop Ipsy. And this is okay. That's kind of a lot. This is going to be my transition shade. I'm definitely going to do something with the greens today. I don't know how many looks I'm going to do. I'm wearing my famous macaw shirt, so gotta match it. But basically, this brush is a fluffy brush. I feel like that's not bad. It's a very pale matte yellow. It's very powdery. I think a different brush would have been better. Yeah, you know what? Let me see if I can build it up a little bit with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it. All right. Next, I'm gonna go into A2. All right, so it goes that way. Which is the, ooh, that's a lot. The matte, it's like a light lime. That's too much. It might still be too much. And that's gonna go as, I guess, a crease shade. I want to put the darker green in here too. My eyes are just not big enough, so I don't know how this is gonna go. I almost feel like these are pastels. So I don't know if you can see it, but I'm seeing a slight color difference from the non-primed eye to the primed eye. I feel like these are slightly warmer, these are slightly cooler. At least the green is. The blending, it's not bad. I feel like these are very, like, powdery though. Maybe a little dry. See in my crease. I don't know if I'm just being, like, nitpicky lately. This is my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, and I'm going to take the deeper green, which is B3. Yes. And I'm just going to put that in the deepest part of my crease. Yeah, these are interesting. They're like very pigmented, kind of pastel. At least they're blending though. I feel like you can actually get a lot of different looks out of this palette. You could keep it really simple and just do like the brown and the beige or tan. You could do a monochromatic green look. You could do a monochromatic like orange look. You could mix everything together. You could do like a sunset look with the purple and the orange and yellow. Or you could put purple in with these kinds of colors for like a neon kind of look. What do we think? Again, I see a little difference. I think this is ever so slightly warmer than this side. And I think I'm going to take that deep green again. And I'm just going to put that on the outer third of my lid. Not being super creative today. I guess that could blend a little bit better. Like I feel like there's like a little part where it doesn't want to stick, like when I get right up to the crease, see? I mean, I could try to fill that in with my tiny little brush again, which is what I usually do when I have that problem. There we go. Easily fixed. Wow. It's very bright. It's like almost like a fluorescent. Okay. Super excited for this one now. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. This is C2 and it's like very sparkly and pretty. It's basically this one, but a shimmery metallic, and it looks like it has some little glitters in it too. I love that. I mean, I paid $4.50 for this, so even if this is the only color I like out of this, it's worth it. Oh, look at that. Just gonna blend it into green a little better if I can. That is so pretty. Oh, I just wiped off the excess on my hand. I don't know if you can see how gorgeous that is. I feel like it's an interesting texture because it feels somewhat creamy. Like almost like it's a cream shadow, but I don't think it is. But it also feels a little bit dry. Like maybe that's the glitters. Regardless, I really like this shade. Put a little more over here. Oh, I love that. And I'm going to take my ABH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it and go into that deeper green again. And I'm basically going to do what I usually do. I'm going to mimic the lid on the lower lash line. So I'm going on the outer third of that. By the way, are any of these eye safe? I keep failing to read things before I put them on. I'm going to go back into the shimmery green now. Ooh, I love that. And put that on the inner 2/3 of the lower lash line. And just blend it together with the matte green. Who wants to guess what my favorite shade in this palette is? I thought my lipstick was bright and I put this on. And now I feel like you barely noticed the lipstick. Okay, don't get me wrong. These other shades are very nice. But at this point, the only one I care about is the shimmery green. That is gorgeous. I am so happy that I tried this out, even though I didn't need it. Oh, I feel like I came right out of the rainforest with this. Between this and my macaw shirt, I'm like a parrot. I love it. Alright, today I think I'm going to try something really simple because I know someone out there wants to see this brown. So I think I'm just going to do a simple all matte look to see if the palette can handle it. I don't usually have luck with all matte looks. I don't know if it's my eyes or just the palettes I use. They usually like crease and move around and stuff. So especially since this palette is mostly matte, I think that's something that most people will try to do. So I think I'm just going to use these today. I'm going to start with that same fluffy brush as yesterday and go into A3, the matte peach. I'm going to use that as my transition shade. You might still see some green left over from yesterday. So the green did stain a little bit. I have primer on both eyes, by the way. I almost feel like the eyeshadow wore better on the eye without the primer. But both sides were pretty good. It's a very bright peach. And these are very pigmented. I just keep going in lightly and building them up because I'm afraid they're not going to blend out. I could use a setting shade underneath if I really wanted to. I cleaned off my brush and I'm going to try and blend this a little more. I told you guys, I basically want eyeshadows where I don't have to do any of the work and I can just focus on picking out the colors I want and like creating something with them. But that doesn't mean this is bad. It just means I'm lazy. This is nowhere near the level of Riviera mattes. And that's a good thing. Next, I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it. And I'm just going to intensify that peach in the crease a little more. You may have noticed that I've been wearing this pink shirt a lot. I have a video coming soon on what it is. Now I'm going to go in with my IBY crease brush and I'm going to use, I'm guessing C3, yeah, which is the brown. Looks like a lot. And that's going to go in my crease as well. Okay, it's not blending great. As bad as the Riviera palette? No. It's starting to blend, but not as easily blended as I want it to be. But again, I'm lazy. But I do see a difference between this shade and the other ones so far. That's enough. Also, I have to get out of here. I'm going to a doctor's appointment. Who goes to a doctor's appointment like this? I know. But here I am. I'm going to take that same brown shade and put that on the outer third of my eye. Pretty good. Just gonna make sure I get in that crease area. And then I'm going to take the light peach again and just put that on the inner 2/3. So like switch fingers, make sure I can get all the way in there. Yeah, that's a bright peach. I feel like it's kind of sticking where I put it on the lid. And that's why I have to keep going back in to get more. So it kind of sticks where it wants. Trying to blend that in with the brown. Okay, there we go. It definitely does not match my outfit. It's very un-Jessica-like. I think you can see I'm fighting with this one a little more. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how this wears throughout the day. I have a feeling that line is just going to become more and more prominent as it wears off during the day. But maybe it won't wear off. We'll see. Also, I'm going to use my Moda contour brush. I just want to see... No, that's a bad idea. We're going to do it anyway. I'm going to put B2, which is the shimmery champagne, but like a deeper champagne shade. And I'm going to use it as a highlighter. We all know what's gonna happen, right? Okay, that's not bad. Let's put more. Yeah, okay, too much. I don't think you can see it in there, but I see it out here. But you know what? That's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So, if you have skin that is a little darker than mine, which is not hard to do, oh, see it? Then you can definitely use this as a highlighter as well if you want. I mean, it's not bad on me either. But you definitely have to be careful if you're my skin tone or lighter. I just create this line? Yeah, maybe. Oh no! I forgot I had some on my hand. Ah! Oh no. I ruined it. Okay, well, good thing I'm gonna have a mask on anyway. Alright, so that's the final look. I just did some mascara on the top lashes. I mean, it's not a bad look. It's just something, you know, usually I don't do. Like, usually there's blue and green and purple all over the place and shimmer. But yeah, this is definitely something more toned down that you can do with this little palette. Here we go. And there's the highlighter. Alright, I'm going to do the final look today with this little palette. I think I'm going to go with that sunset idea that I had. So I'm thinking these here. So I'm going to start with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it. You would think I would know my brushes by now. And I'm going to start with A1 as a transition kind of shade. The look the other day, the peach and brown. First of all, I want to say that the brown came out nicer than I expected, like the tone of it. I mean, and you guys know I don't like brown eyeshadow, but it was almost like a rosewood kind of brown, and I thought it was pretty. As for how it wore, on the lid, yeah, like I expected, the mattes started wearing off, so the line between the two colors became quite prominent. But there was minimal creasing. Most of the pigment did stay on the lid, so I was impressed by that. I think if I were to try an all matte look next time, what I would do is make sure to put one color all over the entire lid. That way there's always a powder to blend into instead of just sticking to my lid. You know what I mean? I'm not saying definitely that'll work, because I've had instances where I've done that and then all the powder just flies off, like it doesn't wear well through the day. But if I were to do another all matte look with this palette, that's what I would try. I'm just going to try to blend out the edge a little bit with a clean brush. Same brush, it's just clean. Then I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go into B1, which is the bright, bright orange. And I'm going to put that in my crease. Wow, that's bright. Okay, I was afraid it wasn't going to blend, because I think you saw what it did when I first put it down. But then after moving it around a little bit, it did blend. In fact, on this side, I think I overblended. Oops. Yeah, we kind of lost the yellow on that side. Alright, so I'm going to clean off that brush and use some of the yellow again, just to try to bring back some of the yellow. I think the yellow is now all the way up to my brow bone. That's not where I wanted it, but that's what we got. Oh yeah, on the camera that looks so bad. In person it looks fine. Then I'm going to take this one, my IBY crease brush, and I'm going to go into the Barney Purple Magenta color. I don't know if this is going to blend, and I'm going to put that deeper into my crease. If this doesn't blend though, I mean, you know, purple and orange don't exactly blend well together, so it's not the shadow's fault. That almost made it more of a red, because this purple is like a very, it's definitely a red toned purple, not a blue toned purple. Then I'm going to take some of that and put it on my outer third. Oh yeah, that's really bright actually. It's more of a, it's purple, you know what I mean? Like it's more of a magenta than it is a purple. Blended pretty well though, and applied pretty well too. Then I'm going to take that middle shade, B2. This almost has, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it almost has like a peachy golden pink sheen to it. And I'm just going to put this on the inner 2/3 of my lid and blend it over the purple if I can. It's very soft, like texture-wise. A little bit clownish, at least in there. Out here, I think it looks better. But what can I say? I'm a happy clown like Angeshka. I'm going to take my dollar store brush and see if I can put a little bit of the highlight shade. Well, not a highlight shade. I'm going to use it as a highlight shade. That B2 color. Just a little bit. Because it did work as a highlighter on my face the other day when used lightly. Again, for my skin tone. If you're darker than me, you'll be just fine. It actually doesn't come off as dark as you think it does. I don't know why this side looks so different in the camera. It could be that darn window again. Then I think I'm just going to do what I usually do. I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it, taking the purple, which is, I think it's C1, yeah, and put that on the outer third of my lower lash line, and then take B2, the shimmery champagne-y shade, and put that on the inner 2/3 of the lower lash line and blend it into the purple. I think that looks nice. And it definitely seems to be pulling more peachy pink now. I think you could see my eyes are very irritated, and part of it's because of my allergies, and part of it, I have a feeling these are not really supposed to be used on your eyes. Yeah, pressed pigments, so I'm assuming they don't really go on your eyes. Yes, not intended for use around the immediate eye area. I keep saying I'm going to read packages before I use them, and that hasn't been happening. I didn't have problems the other days. It's just like if I get it in my eye, like it does hurt more. I was about to sign off. I knew I forgot something. Swatches. I like this. I really do like it. Did I need this? No. Definitely this one here is my favorite shade. I mean, you know, I would want more shimmers, but I don't know. I feel like the colors selected worked out. I would say maybe make it like a 12 pan instead, just so like some more shimmers could come in. I'm gonna do another swatch of the peach. Yeah, it doesn't swatch great, but you saw what it did on my eye. love that green. That makes me so happy. I think next I would want to do like the purple and the green, like the shimmery green and the purple. So here it is. Definitely matches all the colors on here. And there you go. You could see all the things I have on my dresser. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye. See you next time.